I wait 30 minutes in the hallways, unsure whether I should go in or not. The hallways are lively. I hear the clicking noise of heels on the linoleum, conversations, doors slamming. Here the hallways are used as makeshift conference rooms between the clients and their lawyers. I hear them debrief or explain the process, make some last-minute adjustments, advise their client on what to say, how to say it, when to speak. I try to make myself scarce, standing by the water cooler. Through the door I can hear Mr. Gasmi talking with his client. He is the appellant's lawyer for the bail hearing that I came to see. He's quite loud. The connection doesn't appear to be working very well. Eventually, he kindly invites me in. It's a nice room, quite small, filled with natural light. The furniture is made of light wood. All in all, it's not very intimidating. I immediately noticed the grisling sound of the TV. To be fair, it's annoying. The screen is frozen. I can only see half of the appellant's head. He looks odd. His head is resting in the air to the side of his torso. The image is pixelated, as if broken in pieces. The room in which he sits is rather bland. 2 chairs, a table, white walls, white floors. I wonder what he sees. 2 knocks on the door. The judge enters. "Please, miss, could you make sure Mr. Rahimi hears you correctly?" The microphone doesn't work. A bit of shuffling around. Finally, Mr. Gasmi passes his microphone down. "Can you hear me?" asks the translator. 2-3 seconds pass. "Yes, I can," he finally answers. The judge carries on. "Anyways, I expect most of the talking will be done by your lawyer on your behalf." The judge's voice echoes, his typing on the computer too. The sound is slightly late and slightly off. Mr. Gasmi starts presenting the case. He makes some notes, introducing errors in the files, dates to be fixed, and so on. Documents are presented, which as far as I understand Mr. Rahimi will not see. The Home Office lawyer rebuts the arguments. It goes on. All this time, the translator has said nothing, although I can see her attempting to raise her hands a few times. Finally, the verdict. Bail is denied. Miss Ayeni tries to translate over the judge's explanation. The voices overlap. It's confusing, frustrating. The screen is still frozen. Mr. Rahimi sits, head down, arms crossed on his chest, eyes closed, as if he were sleeping. I don't think he can hear anything, let alone understand. No response from his side. I can see the family members are also confused. And so it seems to end. Everyone stands, a bit dazed as they begin to make their way out of the room. Miss Ayeni finally says, "I think this will need to be explained. I don't believe he heard me." "Ah, yes, apology. Mr. Rahimi, can you hear me? Could you call for the guard?" No answer. Finally, the sound of footsteps and the metallic door opening. And then addressing the guard. "Just to let you know, the bail application was denied. Mr. Rahimi should be returned to his room. Could you call for the next appellant in, please?"
Okay, come sit at the table. Could you make sure the mic is working?
Here, you can have my mic.
Okay, thank you. क्या आप मुझे अब सुन सकते हैं?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Gamsme, would you like to go over? I see. Yes, we'll make a note of that. Oh, wait 1 second. Can you go over that once again? We have a date the 25th of September, is that correct? I see. Mrs. Gibbs, would you like to take over? Yes, of course, you may. Okay, so I've come to a decision,
और अब
and
मैं
I will
इसको आपको
explain now.
समझाऊंगी। मैं
I'm denying
मैं
bail.
जमानत से
I
इनकार
believe
कर
that
रही
there are
हूँ।
insufficient
मेरा
funds
मानना
on
है
both
कि
Mrs.
श्रीमती
Mahal's
महल
and
और
Mr.
श्री
Roy's
रॉय के
account,
दोनों खातों
that
पर
there is a
पर्याप्त
feasible risk
धन है
that the money
और ये
necessary for
एक
bail
व्यवहारिक
might no longer
जोखिम है कि
be available
जमानत के
if
लिए
needed.
जरूरी पैसे अब
So for
आवश्यक
this reason,
होने पर
I believe the
उपलब्ध
bail should
नहीं हो
not be
सकते।
granted.
इसलिए
Thank you
इस
very
कारण
much.
से मेरा मानना है
Thank
कि
you for your
जमानत
attendance.
नहीं देनी चाहिए।
That's all I hear is that it's so loud everywhere you go inside prison. I hear that like it echoes a lot. Like my clients will say to me, "Oh, it's so much quieter in here," even though I think it's quite noisy still.
As I move from security checks to security checks further into the prison, I feel its environment through my whole body. There are the CCTV cameras, the biometric prints, and the multiple body searches. The uncomfortable blocked views and unmovable metal furniture is cold against my hands, but the sound is the most worrying. I hear the bolts and locks closing behind me, slamming heavy doors and the loud guards' directives, intertwined with the constant rhythm of jangling keys and boots on hard concrete floors.